back pain, stiff neck, or everyday aches that keep you from living the life you love. At Hall Chiropractic, we provide gentle, personalized care to help you move better, feel better, and live better. Whether it's pain relief, better mobility, or overall wellness, our team is here for you. Don't wait. Call Hall Chiropractic today and get back to what matters most. Hall Chiropractic. Your health, your life, aligned.
At Valley Discount Pharmacy, we're more than just prescriptions. We're your neighbors. Whether you need affordable medications, expert advice, or just a friendly face, we're here for you every step of the way. Fast service, trusted care, and prices that won't break the bank. Valley Discount Pharmacy, local, reliable, affordable.
We're ready. All right, welcome back to Shelby Valley High School. Again, we've had a few technical issues. We've got our executive producer, Thomas Rainey, out of town tonight. But, again, we are so excited to be here at Shelby Valley High School to take care of some district action here with the Pikeville Panthers, now in the bottom half of the first inning. And it looks like we've got, if I'm not mistaken, Christian Hagee on the mound for the Pikeville Panthers. We'll get a clarification on that here in just 1 second. But again, welcome everyone to Shelby Valley High School tonight on this beautiful evening. And I tell you what, it's just baseball weather in the bluegrass right now, as we have our first batter for Shelby Valley. It looks like ball 2. And fouled back right there. So count goes to 2-1. As number 1, Grayson Reed is actually on the mound for the Pikeville Panthers tonight. Three and one now your count. And so looks like that count just evened. So we have a full count as Grayson Reed looks to deal. Contact. Looks like it's going to be a base hit. And number 17 for the Shelby Valley Wildcats on for the first runner of the game, first hit of the game. And what a wonderful evening it is for baseball action here at Shelby Valley. Runner looks to take a short lead, and Grayson Reed is in the stretch as he's ready to deal. Just low, so we've got a 1-0 count. Looks like 1-1 as Grayson Reed was able to get a strike there. Looks like that is Colton Varney up to bat for the Wildcats. Now with a 1-2 count as he tried to bunt his leadoff hitter over to first. And we've got a number that I'm not familiar with there, number 17. So not sure who that runner is on first base, but we'll get that clarified just as quick as we can. And it looks like that'll be strike 3 as Grayson Reed records the first out of the evening for the Pikeville Panthers. Number 11 now up for Shelby Valley. That is Bryce Bentley, the pitcher for the Wildcats. And that's just up and outside for ball 1 as Grayson Reed looks to deal. And he checks that runner back to first base. And he safely makes it back. So Grayson Reed, with a 1-0 count, looks to come and pitch to number 11, the opposing pitcher, Bryce Bentley. Grayson Reed taking his time, making sure that he gets what he wants right here. And he throws back and holds the runner. So, again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you all for coming on board with us this evening. It's going to be a great evening of baseball where we are really, really looking forward to just a great night of action. Two-0, now the count. 1 out as Grayson Reed looks to deal to the home plate. And just outside, and it gets past Zach McCoy, the catcher for Pikeville. So runner goes on over to second base. That'll be recorded as a wild pitch. Now runner on second, 3-0 count. You got to think that Bryce Bentley's looking for something right here. Knowing Bryce, he probably has a green light. If it's good, he'll probably swing. And there's our first strike of the at-bat. 3-1 now your count. Again, we are so thankful for our executive producer, Thomas Rainey. You don't know how much you miss somebody till they're gone. He's down in Texas with work right now. And so, again, we're doing the very best that we can. And I know there's some things that are going wrong. But, man, what a great day to have some baseball action on APSN. Looks like Zach McCoy wanted to have a quick word with Grayson Reed at the mound. And we've gotten a couple of comments from some folks at home. Again, liked and shared. Norma Yvonne Adkins, thank you so much. And then again, Jeff Justice, a great friend and fan of APSN. We've got a couple of players from Pikeville that are on the injured reserve right now. His son, Wee Man, and Caden Justice and Caden Thompson are both injured right now for the for the Panthers, excuse me. Now on the opposite side, there is an injury on the Shelby Valley side as well. We've got Lincoln Taylor out for the season, had an injury while he was pitching the other night against Belfry. So 3-2 count. Bryce Bentley makes contact. Out to center field, over the center fielder's head. It's going to score one, and it looks like Bryce Bentley's going to hold up at second base for a stand-up double. And so that opens the scoring as Bryce Bentley gets the first RBI of the night as he goes over the center fielder's head with a double. And so number 13 for the Wildcats coming in to pinch run. And again, let's see if I can't get some I will do my best to try to find out who these players are. Looks like some players that may have not been playing as much this season are in the lineup tonight. Dalton Newsom, that was the leadoff hitter who just scored, and number 13, that's Brett Sturgill coming in to run the bases for the Wildcats. Looks like next up for the Wildcats is number 23, and that's Jake Mullins. So looks like a throwback down to second base, and just back in time was Brett Sturgill there. So again, we've just been here for a short time, but already a lot of action tonight as Grayson Reed's looking to even up this count, and he does. Went ahead and went around right there. I believe, like I said, I believe that's Jake Mullins. If at any point I make a mistake, please put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to try to correct. We're up on top, and so it's a little bit harder to see from the football booth. So we're doing the very best that we can. Grayson Reed deals, and he overpowers right there. So a 1-2 count with one out as the Wildcats open the scoring column with a 1-0 lead in the bottom half of the first inning. Ooh, just barely made it back right there as Brett Sturgill caught leaning right there. Bash Ryan was able to apply the tag, but made it back just in time. Grayson Reed back on the rubber looking and dealing. And it was high, and looks like Zach McCoy having a little bit of trouble picking up what Grayson Reed is pitching right now. So Brett Sturgill makes it over to third base as Shelby Valley now with a runner in scoring position at third. And there is not a hold right there by the third baseman. So, again, I think Coach Shane Simpkins is looking to deal with this batter. And another pitch elevated right there. So that gets it to a full count. Again, it feels a little bit like Grayson Reed is struggling to find that strike zone. So right now we'll just continue to see if he can't find that strike zone. And unfortunately he cannot. So that's a walk for the cleanup hitter, number 25 for the Wildcats. Next up, number 7. That's Evan Bell, the third baseman for Shelby Valley. He's a senior this year, and one of the leaders that I know that Coach Belcher is depending on. Correction, Coach Welch. So runners at first and third. Let's see how Pikeville handles this delicate situation. Grayson Reed setting the stretch. And looked to third and then came back to first, but the Wildcats were not fooled. So it looks like the pickoff play was unsuccessful. Grayson Reed looking, and is able to find the strike zone for strike one. Again, thank you all so much. Those of you all that are making it your choice to be a part of our broadcast, we'd love for you to like and share so we can make sure and get as many folks watching these young athletes. Hey, it's 59th District action. We want to make sure and get some shine for these guys. All right, Grayson Reed, strike two. 0-2 count with one out in the bottom half of the first inning. Wildcats up already 1-0 at this point. Again, looks like a pickoff, and he just made it back. Looks like Jake Mullins was able to just dive back and make it back safely into first base. He was leaning. Looks like they do have a steal play on, but we'll just have to wait and see. Grayson Reed comes back over. Nothing doing right now. Grayson Reed set to deal. Down the line, just foul. He was right on that pitch by Grayson Reed. Evan Bell doing his best to stay alive in this 0-2 count. Looks like that one was just a bit low. Looking for, I think that Grayson was looking for him to chase right there, unable to do so. So, again, we'll just see how Grayson Reed and Zach McCoy want to handle this. The battery mates take a moment just to make sure they're on the same page. I think that actually may be Caden Cole, and Zach is going to be playing third base today. So Caden Cole catching tonight for the Panthers. All right, looks like it's going to be a pickoff move back to first. Nothing doing as Hagee tries to apply the tag and was unsuccessful for that one. Looks like threw it down. Back to Grayson Reed. They've got him in a pickle, so looks like they took care of business and are able to take care of the runner at third base. So a little bit of a crisis avoided right there as Brett Sturgill unable to score. And with the strikeout, that ends the inning as Pikeville is able to work their way out of the jam. It is 1-0. We will be back in just a few moments. You are watching APSN and the G Sports Network.
At Shelby Valley Diner, every bite is made to satisfy. Crispy, saucy wings, made just the way you like them. And don't miss our daily specials, fresh and delicious, giving you something new to love every single day. Pizza, wings, and specials you can't resist. Only at the Shelby Valley Diner. Shelby Valley Diner, where flavor meets family. So come hungry, leave happy.
In life's hardest moments, you deserve comfort and care. At Hall & Jones Funeral Home, we guide you with compassion, honoring your loved one with dignity and respect. From traditional services to meaningful celebrations, we're here for you every step of the way. Hall & Jones Funeral Home, where every goodbye is filled with love.
Welcome back. We are here at Shelby Valley High School where we are in a barn burner already through one inning. Shelby Valley leads the Pikeville Panthers 1-0. And so, again, what an incredible first inning we've had. 1-2-3 inning. by Bryce Bentley, who looked in complete control, while Pikeville's Grayson Reed struggled from the mound just a little bit as Bryce Bentley was able to hit a game-breaking double, and that led to the scoring of Shelby Valley. So next up, Bash Ryan comes to the plate for the Pikeville Panthers. And again, we'll do our very best to try to make sure and get everything that we can to you guys tonight. Looks like a ball to begin this top half of the second inning. Bryce Bentley looking to deal. And looks like Bash Ryan's going to have a hit right there for the Pikeville Panthers. Much needed. After a 1-2-3 first inning, Bash comes and, again, cool, calm, and collected. The senior leads for the Panthers. Next up for Pikeville is number 8. That's Grant Tomlinson, another upperclassman for Pikeville. He's a junior this year, and he's having a great season at the plate. Grant Tomlinson hitting .484 right now on the season for the Pikeville Panthers. Swing and a miss, strike one. And I tell you, Bryce Bentley has a lot to celebrate. I believe yesterday he signed with the U-Pike Bears to continue his baseball career at the next level as he matriculates here from Shelby Valley. Looks like strike one, ball one right there. So evens the count up. Bryce looking to deal. Comes to the plate. Grant makes contact. Back to the pitcher. And looks like he's able to get the out for the first out of the inning. And so number 2 strolls to the plate for the Pikeville Panthers. Number 2 is Braden Hagee. Hagee, a junior, playing first base tonight. And Bash Ryan's over at second base after the fielder's choice into scoring position for the Panthers. Looks like strike one. Hagee for the season looks to be hitting 125. So looking to work his way out of a slump right here. 1-1 now your count. Bryce Bentley looking to deal. Swing and a high foul ball. Looks like it's going to be out just to the left-hand side of the field, down the left field line. And Hagee now has 2 strikes on him. 1-2 now your count. Looks like Bash Ryan with a pretty good lead, being held by the second baseman. 2-2 now your count as Hagee's able to lay off that high pitch. And again, thank you, Jeff Justice, good friend of the broadcast, letting me know that Caden Cole is in fact catching and Zach McCoy is on third tonight. Gavin Holbrook, sorry for the delay on the scoreboard. We got that corrected. Again, we miss our executive producer, Thomas Rainey. Something fierce tonight. 2-2 still your count here at Shelby Valley. Swing and a high foul ball. Looks like it's going to be out of play. So 2-2 still your count. 1 out. Bash Ryan moved over to second base after singling and a fielder's choice. Looks like just outside, so 3-2 now your count. Full count here at Shelby Valley. Again, we'd like to say thank you all to all of our viewers. Again, please like and share. Swing and a foul back to our cameraman, Russ Osborne. Russ doing a great job for us. Again, thank you again to all of those that are out there in Facebook land watching with us and on YouTube. Also, those of you all that are watching the replay on WPRG, we'll have that for you tomorrow as well. So, again, thank you for coming along this journey with us. Hagee set. Bentley coming. And ball 4. So, looks like he's going to walk, and Bash Ryan makes his way over to third with some aggressive running on the base pass. So, a very interesting situation here from what I see. One out. And runners on first and third for the Pikeville Panthers. Looks like just low as number 21 for the Pikeville Panthers. Cooper Scott strolls to the plate. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. With runners on first and third as Braden Hagee takes the lead over at first base. Swing and fouled back. Great facilities up here at Shelby Valley. We've got the baseball field, and over on the other side of Valley Elementary, the softball field, and looks like we have some soccer going on the football field here at the Johnson Brothers Football Complex. Great evening for all sports here at Shelby Valley. Swing, and through the hole, it looks like number 21, Cooper Scott, with the first run of the night registered to Pikeville. So, again, Cooper Scott with an RBI there for the Pikeville Panthers. Still 1 out in the top half of this second inning as Hagee is on second, Cooper Scott at first. Strike 1. Bryce Bentley set to deal. His number 23 for the Pikeville Panthers is now in a 2-0 count. That says Caden Thompson, but I don't think he is playing today. So I'm not sure who that Panther is. We'll have to get it may be Caden Cole. We'll get a clarification of that just as soon as we can. 0-2 count, 1 out, runners on first and second. Ball's high and outside. Catcher's unable to handle that, so runners move to second and third with 1 out. And so runners now in scoring position as things get a little bit more interesting here in the top half of the second inning. Two and two now your count. Swing and a miss. Runner's going to go ahead and head down to first base. Able to register the out at first, but Braden Hagee with the aggressive base running leads to another Pikeville run. So 2-1 now your score as Pikeville makes the most of that error by the catcher. Number 11 now up for the Panthers. That's Caden Newsom. As he steps in with a runner on third base still. Strike one with a lefty on lefty matchup right here. You got to think that that is advantage to pitcher Bryce Bentley. 0-2 now your count with 2 outs. Swing and a long fly ball out to right field, and the right fielder settles under it. So that'll be the end of the top of the second inning. Pikeville comes back and scores 2. So now the score here at Shelby Valley. Pikeville leads 2 to Shelby Valley's 1. You're watching Appalachian Prep Sports and the G Sports Network.
Back pain, stiff neck, or everyday aches that keep you from living the life you love. At Hall Chiropractic, we provide gentle, personalized care to help you move better, feel better, and live better. Whether it's pain relief, better mobility, or overall wellness, our team is here for you. Don't wait. Call Hall Chiropractic today and get back to what matters most. Hall Chiropractic. Your health, your life, aligned.
At Shelby Valley Diner, every bite is made to satisfy. Crispy, saucy wings, made just the way you like them. And don't miss our daily specials, fresh and delicious, giving you something new to love every single day. Pizza, wings, and specials you can't resist. Only at the Shelby Valley Diner. Shelby Valley Diner, where flavor meets family. So come hungry, leave happy.
Welcome back here at Shelby Valley as the Pikeville Panthers come back and draw blood in the second inning. At the top half of the inning, Pikeville leads 2-1 after several hits and some good base running right there from the Panthers. Next up for Shelby Valley, number 8, Michael Belcher, up to the bat. And again, we're going to do our best to try to give you as many stats as we can. Number 8, Michael Belcher for the season. Limited at bats, 0 for 2 on the season, according to the KHSAA site. But again, not sure about the accuracy of that. I know they are missing some stats. So looks like strike one in for Grayson Reed. Strike two. So down quickly into a 0-2 hole is Michael Belcher. Young man from Shelby Valley. Michael's a freshman this year, so again, getting good reps as an underclassman. Grayson Reed, 2-2 now your count. Swing and a miss, and so that is the first strikeout recorded of the night for Grayson Reed. So one out now. Bottom half of the second inning. Number 15 strolls to the plate for Shelby Valley. That's Caden Stanley, a junior. Caden's hitting 167 on the season for the Wildcats. Strike one as Grayson Reed seems to be settling in the bottom half of the second inning. just a bit low. 1-1 now your count. Just a bit high. 2-1 now your count. Pikeville had a little bit of trouble last week, looking to find a way off the schneid. 3 losses in a row, so looking to make things right here. 3-1 now the count, as that one was just a little bit elevated. And strike 2. I think Mr. Stanley was looking to go ahead and take his base, but the umpire said, not so fast, my friend. Grayson Reed set the deal. And looks like that one was just a bit low, so Grayson Reed with the base on ball leads to Caden Stanley over at first base. Next up for the Wildcats, number 5. And again, we'll get the name of that young man here in just one moment. Number 5 is Colin Hall. Hall, a sophomore for Shelby Valley. Looks like that one was just a bit low. Grayson Reed. No outs this inning. 1 ball. And again, he's ready to deal. Looks like third base. Zach McCoy makes the play. Over to second. And not able to turn the double play. Looks like Tate Walters was 23, who I was looking for his name last inning. And so not sure what's going on, but looks like Simpkins, Coach Simpkins is coming out to have a talk with the umpire. So 1 out recorded, or 2 outs recorded this inning, as there's been a strikeout and that fielder's choice right there. Good play from the defense of the Panthers right there. So not sure what the discussion is right here, but we're going to do our best to try to find out. And again, we appreciate every single one of you all for coming and being a part of what we're doing here at Appalachian Prep Sports Network. Again, our partnership with the G Sports Network lets us bring some great coverage and have some extended reach through WPRG. Looks like the 9-hitter is up for Shelby Valley. 0-1 count. Reed set to deal. Swing and a easy ground ball. Easy play right there for Bash Ryan. Over to Tate Walters, and that'll be the end of the second inning as Pikeville takes care of business. 4 up, 3 down. And so we'll be back in just a few moments to start the third inning. You're watching APSN and the G Sports Network.
At Valley Discount Pharmacy, we're more than just prescriptions. We're your neighbors. Whether you need affordable medications, expert advice, or just a friendly face, we're here for you every step of the way. Fast service, trusted care, and prices that won't break the bank. Valley Discount Pharmacy, local, reliable, affordable.
When you build a home, you're building more than walls. You're building a foundation for your future. At Solid Rock Development, strength craftsmanship and honesty are at the heart of every project. From the first blueprint to the final nail, we build homes meant to last. Homes built on solid ground, solid rock development, strong foundations, stronger futures.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School, where we are in for a treat tonight. 2-1 your score here in the top half of the third inning as Pikeville comes back up after 2 runs in the top half of the second, but not before Shelby Valley drew first blood in the first. Bryce Bentley with a big double, which led to an RBI, led to the first run of the game for the Wildcats. Looks like Pikeville will be led by Caden Cole, the catcher, I believe. Well, let's take a look real quick just to make sure everything is copacetic. Correction, that's our pitcher, Grayson Reed. We're back to the top of the order for the Pikeville Panthers. Swing and right back to the pitcher. Bryce Bentley takes care of business himself, tosses it over to the first baseman for an easy first out in this third inning. I tell you, Bryce Bentley has been impressive in his effort today. Looks like strike one right there as Zach McCoy in the 2-hole for the Panthers takes strike one. Looks like that'll be a ball. So 1-1 now your count with 1 out in this top half of the third inning. Looks like another ball, so 2-1. Again, we'd like to thank each and every one of you all for being a part of our broadcast. Looks like swing and a hit out to center field as Zach McCoy makes a turn. He's looking to extend this out to a double, and he does as Zach McCoy gets things started for the Pikeville Panthers with a double out to center field. Next up, number 10 for the Pikeville Panthers. Number 10 is Gage Brigette for the season. Gage is hitting 600, 606 on the season. My. That's swinging the stick right there. So, again, Gage Brigette up for the Panthers with a runner in scoring position. Let's see what he can do. Swing and a deep fly ball out to right center field. Tracking. Unable to make the catch is the right fielder for Shelby Valley, Zach McCoy, scoring. And looks like Gage Brigette, stand-up double. Great swing right there from number 10, Brigette. He has had a little bit of an injury bug, had a shoulder injury early in the season, but still swinging the bat ever so well for the Panthers. Bryce Bentley. Looking to get things back on the right track for the Wildcats. Looks like 3-1 now your score here at Shelby Valley. Bash Ryan up. 0-1 count. Looks like 1-1 now the count. Bash looking to extend this hot streak. He's 1 for 1 so far today. And for the season, Bash is hitting .283 with 12 RBIs. Again, Gage Brigette, .606 on the season, 21 RBIs so far, 2 home runs. I tell you, that young man is having a whale of a season for the Panthers. Bryce Bentley looking to stop the bleeding right here. 3-1 now your score. Pass ball. Looks like Gage Brigette was able to avoid the tag and makes his way to third base. That was some nifty slide work right there from Brigette. 1-2 now your count for Ryan. Ball high. 2-2 now your count. Looks like another hit for Bash Ryan. So now 4-1 now your score here in the top half of the third inning. And again, it looks like Coach Welch out to talk to the troops for the Wildcats, just to kind of get on the same page. Want to make sure that they are all aware of what he's expecting right here. So Coach Welch taking just a moment. Again, Coach Simpkins also taking a moment for Pikeville. Yeah, we'll stay right here. Looks like the powwow's over. We were debating on taking a break, but looks like Coach Welch said all he needed to say. So we'll keep it right here, Alex, if that's all right with everybody. So Bryce Bentley looks set. Looks like Bash Ryan over at first base takes a healthy lead. Grant Tomlinson up to the plate for the Panthers. Just inside, and another pass ball as it feels like Bentley is having a little bit of a difficult time with his battery mate, number 15. That's Caden Stanley catching tonight for the Wildcats. So Bash Ryan moves into scoring position as Grant Tomlinson looks to capitalize. Swing and just foul as Grant Tomlinson had a beat on it, but just couldn't keep it in play. So 1-1 now your count with 1 out in the top half of the third inning. We'll make sure that those innings look correct. Sorry about that. Again, you don't know how much you miss somebody till they're gone. Thankful for executive producer Thomas Rainey and all he does for us here at APSN. Grant Tomlinson in the box. Swing and a hit through the third base hole. And Bash Ryan looks like he's going to stop right there. But Grant Tomlinson, with some smart base running, makes it over to second. So runners now at second and third as Hagee comes to bat for the Panthers. What heads-up base running right there from Grant Tomlinson, the upperclassman for the Panthers. And just nice piece of hitting right there. Stayed on it, was able to find a hole, and found a single that turned into a double. Hagee lays off that first one. 1-0 now your count. Bryce Bentley doing his best to keep the Wildcats in it, but having a little difficulty finding the strike zone here. 2-0 now the count. Strike there. 2-1 now your count. Pass ball right there. Looks like Bash Ryan's going to be able to waltz right in for the Panthers. That should be 5-1 now your score here at Shelby Valley as Pikeville leads. Three and one count. And that ball leads to a walk for Hagee. 21, Cooper Scott comes to the plate for the Panthers. Cooper with an RBI last inning off a nice piece of hitting, was able to single a run in for the Panthers and kind of got everything started. Looks like he's squared the bunt. Tries to lay one down, unable to get it down, so strike one. Bryce Bentley. Cooper Scott set to bunt right here. Gets a good bunt down. Looks like he put it exactly where he needed to. He got the RBI and the runner advanced from first to third right there. What a nice piece of bunting right there from Cooper Scott. Pushed it right to where the Shelby Valley Wildcats weren't. So looks like Tate Walters strolling up to the plate for the Panthers. Runners on first and third still. Another look at a bunt, but Tate was able to pull it back. So ball one is the count. 1-0. See if he squares again. He does. Good bunt right there. Gets down to the first base. And another hit. Same situation. Good piece of bunting by Tate Walters and Cooper Scott. These young guys are generating runs for the Panthers right here. Just out of thin air. Two really, really nice bunts right there from those young men. Next up, number 11 for the Panthers. Number 11, that's Caden Newsom, looking to continue the onslaught for Pikeville. 7-1 now your score. He looked to bunt right there too. Fouled the first one off, so strike one as Caden Newsom looks to continue the trend. 0-1 your count. One out still. Looks like ball goes back to the backstop. And so Cooper Scott comes in and Tate Walters goes all the way around to third base. And the catcher, Belcher, he really Stanley for the Wildcats really struggled to find that ball. And so, again, leads to another run for the Panthers. And Newsom with a 1-1 count. And Walters on third base. Looks to bunt, unable to do so. 1-2 now your count. So you got to think that probably takes the bunt out of the equation. for the Panthers right here as Caden Newsom will look to swing. Elevated pitch right there, so 2-2 now your count. Swing and fouled down the first baseline. Bryce Bentley looking to get the Wildcats out of this jam. Swing and a long fly ball out to left field. Looks like left fielder was able to get underneath of it, and that'll be a sacrifice. That'll be a sacrifice for number 11, Caden Newsom, as Tate Walters comes in for the Panthers right there. 2 outs now. As the Panthers make it all the way back around to the top of the lineup where Grayson Reed looks to continue. Ball 1 right there for Reed. Bryce Bentley doing all he can to help the Wildcats. There's a strike. 1-1 now your count. Looks like just inside. Ball 2. So another ball right there. 3-1 now your count. Bryce Bentley looking to get this to a full count here. Unable to do so, that'll be a walk as Grayson Reed makes his way down to first base. Looks like Coach Welch going to come and talk one more time. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to allow Bentley to stay in the ballgame right here after he's already been out to the mound, but We'll step aside for just a moment. We'll take a 30-minute break, 30-second break. 30 minutes would be a little bit long. But you are watching APSN and WPRG.
When you build a home, you're building more than walls. You're building a foundation for your future. At Solid Rock Development, strength, craftsmanship, and honesty are at the heart of every project. From the first blueprint to the final nail, we build homes meant to last. Homes built on solid ground. Solid Rock Development. Strong foundations. Stronger futures.
I'm Cliff Smallwood, and I'm running for magistrate in Pike County, District 3. Some of you may know me from helping launch and develop Hillbilly Trails, which has brought tourism and new business to the area. I'd be honored to have your support and your vote.
We're here at Shelby Valley High School where we've had a pitching change. Number 7, Evan Bell, is entering the ball game for the Wildcats, pitching tonight, and he's going to do his best to come in and get the Wildcats out of this jam. Again, a little discrepancy in the scoreboard here. They have the score as 10-1, but I have it as 9-1. We'll make sure that that's correct. But again, not sure who's right here, Alex. We'll have to. I guess we'll have to see on the replay. How about that? You can watch that replay tomorrow on WPRG Channel 5. Again, thank you all for sticking with us tonight. It's a beautiful evening here at Shelby Valley. Love this time of year. Everything's just coming to life. And, again, baseball time, there's nothing like it in the Bluegrass. So thanks for being on board with us and hitting that like and share button and enjoying the journey. Right now, up to bat for the Panthers, number 27, Zach McCoy. Looks like we've got a steal attempt. And we've got an out. Number 20 came into the ball game for the Panthers and was caught stealing. So that'll end the threat for the Panthers, but not before they score 7 more. 9-1 now your score here at Shelby Valley. You're watching APSN and the G Sports Network.
In Eastern Kentucky, your smile deserves complete care. At Elkhorn Dental, Dr. James Justice and his team provide complete family and cosmetic dentistry all under one roof. From braces and clear aligners to implants, crowns, and bridges, we help you smile with confidence. Need dentures or a snap-on smile? Our experienced hygienists and caring staff are here for you. Elkhorn Dental. Complete care. Beautiful smiles.
Ready to take your ride to the next level? Trust the pros at J.I. Fab in Pikeville for custom ATV and UTV protection products built tough for the trail. From roll cages and rock sliders to bumpers that can take a beating, J.I. Fab builds it strong and built it right. Locally owned, professionally crafted. Call 639-2029 or visit ji-fab.com to get your ride trail ready. J.I. Fab. Custom protection, Pikeville tough.
Welcome back to the Shelby Valley Sports Complex, where we are in the bottom half of the third inning. And Shelby Valley looking to lick their wounds right here and get back in this ball game. Again, scorekeeper has the score 10-1. I have it as 9-1. Again, we'll continue to keep a check on that, but 9-1 is what we'll go by here. 9-1 your score as Grayson Reed set to deal as the leadoff hitter for the Shelby Valley Wildcats. Dalton Newsom steps into the box. Looks like ball 1 as Newsom takes that first ball in the dirt. Swing, and looks like trouble could be, looks like what a play right there from number 2, Braden Hagee. Over the shoulder catch, and Braden Hagee with an incredible grab for the Pikeville Panthers to get the first out in the bottom half of the third inning for Pikeville. Next up for the Shelby Valley Wildcats, number 34, Colton Varney. Strike 1 as Colton takes that first pitch. Grayson Reed doing a really good job after a little bit of a shaky start in the first inning. Colton puts a charge into it, out to left field. Grant Tomlinson underneath of it. Easy catch, as that records the second out of the inning for the Wildcats. Number 11, up to bat, Bryce Bentley. Looks at the first one, ball 1. Again, those of you all that are watching, let us know where you're watching from and who your favorite player is tonight for either of these teams. Again, we love to have an interactive broadcast, so let us know who you're rooting for, where you're from, and again, which team you're cheering for. Grayson Reed, 1-1, evens the count up. Ball 2. Swing and down the first base line. Fair ball as Bryce Bentley looks to extend this into a double and maybe more. Looks like handled well by the right fielder for Pikeville. I believe that's Newsom. Caden Newsom did a good job with a tough ball out there. So Bryce Bentley on second base doing everything he can to help the Wildcats. Looks like Brett Sturgill out to pinch run for Bryce Bentley. 25, I believe that's Jake Newsom. Again, numbers are a little tough to come by right here. But I think this is Jake Mullins that is up to bat for the Wildcats. Grayson Reed finds the strike zone right there and records strike one. Makes it back, Sturgill. Again, he had a little bit of difficulties on the base pass on a double pickoff play earlier. So Grayson Reed looks to deal. Still 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Deep hole right here for Shelby Valley. 10-1 your score, or correction, 9-1 your score. But two strikes here for Mullins. And strike three looking. So that'll be the end of the third inning as Pikeville holds Shelby Valley scoreless. Again, 9-1 your score here from the Shelby Valley Sports Complex. You are watching APSN Sports and G Sports Network.
At Valley Discount Pharmacy, we're more than just prescriptions. We're your neighbors. Whether you need affordable medications, expert advice, or just a friendly face, we're here for you every step of the way. Fast service, trusted care, and prices that won't break the bank. Valley Discount Pharmacy, local, reliable, affordable. Ready to start a real career? At the Carl D. Perkins Job Corps Center, we're training tomorrow's workforce tuition-free. Get paid while you learn and earn industry-recognized certifications. Live on campus, meet new people, and prepare for the career you've been waiting for. If you're 16 to 24 and ready for the opportunity, this is your moment. Carl D. Perkins, Job Corps Center. Start training. Start earning. Start your future today.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School, where after an internal dialogue and an internal struggle, we have decided to go with the official score, 10-1 now the score here at Shelby Valley High School. Pikeville looking to continue their dominant third inning with 8 runs. They're looking to continue the momentum. 10-1 your score, as it looks like Grant Tomlinson will be up to bat for correction, that's Tate Walters up to bat for Pikeville. I apologize, it's Zach McCoy. Again, difficult to see the numbers here from the top of the press box, so may need to, if Alex, remind me if we're broadcasting up here again, I need binoculars. So, again, sorry for the confusion there, folks, but just wanted to give a shout-out to Bridget Newsom. Saw Bridget at Hillbilly Days this weekend. They're down in Tennessee, but they're cheering on Bryce Bentley today, her nephew. Zach McCoy looking to bunt, gets a bunt down the third baseline. See if he can beat it out. He cannot. That's the first out of the inning for the Wildcats. Next up, Gage Brigette. And again, Gage is having an incredible season for the Shelby Valley Wildcats, or for the Pikeville Panthers, correction. Just hitting for career numbers. Hitting 600, and looks like he's hit by a pitch right there, so Gage is going to head on down to first base. Bash Ryan now up for the Panthers. Bash is 2 for 2 for the night. Let's see if he can continue the hot streak. Gage makes his way back over to first base. Looks like there's a balk call right there from Evan Bell, and Gage Brigette moves over to second base. Count remains the same, no pitch. So still an even count. 0-0 is the count. Ball snuck away right there from Belcher, or correction, Barney. And Brigette makes his way on over to third base. One and 0 now the count. Bell not able to find the strike zone right there. 1-1 evens the count up for Shelby Valley. And again, those of you all that are watching, why don't you hit that like and share button? And let's make sure and get these athletes some attention. It's good to see Evan Bell, good friend of mine, Jeremy Bell's son, on the pitching mound tonight for the Wildcats. Swinging down the third base line. Good play right there from the third baseman. Made it look easy as Bash Ryan will get the sacrifice as Gage Brigette makes his way home. 11-1 now your score here from Shelby Valley. Two outs now in the top half of the fourth inning as Grant Tomlinson makes his way to the plate. Ball high right there. Another ball just a little bit upstairs. And again, let us know who you're rooting for tonight. I guarantee Jeremy Bell's rooting for that number 7 on the mound, Evan Bell, right now. 2-0 your count. 3-0 as that one goes just a bit outside. Grant Tomlinson. Got to think he's got a green light right here if he wants it. But smartly decides to take, and he'll take a stroll down to first base. Still 2 outs in this top half of the 4th inning as Braden Hagee comes to the plate for the Pikeville Panthers. Grant Tomlinson, speedy on the base pass. Not sure if he'll look to steal, but with Hagee up to bat, Hagee's had a really nice year. We'll see if he is able to find a way down to second base, see if he can't get him in. Again, sun just going over top of the mountains here at Shelby Valley. Just nothing like it on a beautiful April day here in the valley. Grant Tomlinson looking to steal second, makes his way down, is able to take it, and is going to go to third after an error by the Wildcats. Two and 0 now your count, as Hagee has been patient at the plate. Grant Tomlinson over at third base now. No hold for the third baseman here, so again, Tomlinson taking a very big lead. Hagee, 2-1 count. Just high. 3-1 now your count. And Hagee patient, he walks. So that'll give runners on first and third for the Wildcats. Looks like 21, Cooper Scott will be up for the Panthers. Runner on first goes on over to second, so now runners on second and third instead of first and third for the Panthers, as Cooper Scott looks to capitalize with a hit right here. Bell doing his best. Again, called into duty to come in and pitch. Scott capitalizes. Runner scores from third. Cooper Scott now with 2 RBIs on the night. So 12-1 now your score here from the Shelby Valley Sports Complex. Just a little bit upstairs as Tate Walters strolls to the plate. 1-0 your count. Still 2 outs. 12-1 your score here on a lovely mid-April day in Robinson Creek, Kentucky. 2-0. Now the count. Evan Bell doing his best in a tough spot here, but again, feels like injuries have kind of mounted up for the Wildcats, and they're just not able to have enough firepower tonight. Strike one right there for Bell. Ball's outside. Looks like runner went down to third. Not able to hang on to it. So runners now at second and third. 3-1 now the count. As Tate Walters looks to make the Wildcats pay here. Swing and a miss. Full count now. No force, so the runners will probably stay right where they're at, but take a good, healthy lead. And looks like Walters takes a walk. So just want to give a shout out to our producer tonight, Alex Parsley. He's here right beside me. Appreciate you, Alex. Thankful to have you tonight. And again, he's a good friend of APSN. He is a director and producer for WPRG, but with our executive producer, Thomas Rainey, out of town. Thomas was able to help us. And looks like a pickle play right here. So, again, and he's safe. And so, out of nowhere, Shelby Valley with some critical errors there. Pikeville scores 2 runs with no hits right there, and 3 walks. Wow. Again, interesting base running right there from Tate Walters. He went on all the way over to second base and forced a throw down to first, and Pikeville scores 2 because of that. 14-1 now your score. Caden Newsom now up. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now your count. Again, pretty weather, but it also means allergies coming. So, again, forgive me if I have a sniffle or two. Caden Newsom watches that one go past. 2-1 the count. Still 2 outs. 14-1 now your score here from Shelby Valley. Bell set to deal. Just gets past the catcher. 3-1 the count as Tate Walters goes to second. Stanley doing his best, but that one just snuck by him. Caden Newsom watches that one and couldn't find the plate. Evan Bell right there, so another walk for the Wildcats. Runners on first and second as the Panthers make their way all the way back to the top of the lineup. One more time, Grayson Reed up to bat. Just hits the corner. So 1 strike right now. And looks like no balls, 1 strike as Grayson Reed looks to help the Panthers continue this scoring trend. 1-1 now the count. Swing and a nub off of the first base glove. It looks like Evan Bell's able to make the out. So that will end the top of the 4th inning for the Pikeville Panthers as they score 4. And that'll be the end of this first part of the 4th inning. We'll be right back on APSN and G Sports Network.
Ready to start a real career? At the Carl D. Perkins Job Corps Center, we're training tomorrow's workforce tuition-free. Get paid while you learn and earn industry-recognized certifications. Live on campus, meet new people, and prepare for the career you've been waiting for. If you're 16 to 24 and ready for the opportunity, this is your moment. Carl D. Perkins, Job Corps Center. Start training. Start earning. Start your future today.
In life's hardest moments, you deserve comfort and care. At Hall & Jones Funeral Home, we guide you with compassion, honoring your loved one with dignity and respect. From traditional services to meaningful celebrations, we're here for you every step of the way. Hall and Jones Funeral Home, where every goodbye is filled with love.
Welcome back. We are in the bottom half of the fourth inning as Pikeville has opened up a 14-1 lead and brings in number 21, Cooper Scott, to pitch in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Looks like infield is going to stay the same. Looks like outfield is going to stay the same. And Caden Cole's still catching. So the only thing that has really changed is Cooper Scott enters the game for the Panthers. Looks like the only switch was Cooper was playing center field and Grayson Reed was pitching. So just a change of position there. No change in the lineup. Now up for the Wildcats, the pitcher, Evan Bell. Looks like that one was fouled back. Cooper Scott dealing another foul ball. So 0-2, now your count. And that'll be strike three as Cooper Scott comes in and is able to record the first out all by himself. Cooper Scott, strikeout number 1 on the night. Next up for the Shelby Valley Wildcats, number 8, Michael Belcher, the freshman, playing second base tonight. Swing and a fly ball out to the center fielder, Grayson Reed. He takes care of business for out number 2 for the Panthers. Cooper Scott coming in and doing a nice job for Pikeville. Looks like number 15, the catcher, Caden Stanley, up to bat for the Wildcats. Cooper Scott with a strike on the corner. Swing and a miss. So 1-2 now the count. Just in the dirt. 2-2 now the count. Cooper Scott deals and looks like Stanley's able to get a hit. Looks like it just gets past Tomlinson, but he's able to recover. No harm, no foul there. Stanley, nice piece of hitting right there as it goes through the third base hole between third base and shortstop. Next up, number 5 for the Wildcats. That is Colin Hall, a sophomore for Shelby Valley. Cooper Scott looks him back, and Stanley able to get back easily right there for the Wildcats. Hall swing and a miss. Strike 1. Scott throws over. Good block up right there from Caden Cole. He did a great job making sure that ball stayed in front and didn't get past so the runner could advance. 1-1 now your count. Swing and a foul ball right there. 1-2. The count as Cooper Scott doing a really good job for Pikeville coming in relief right here. Got a good, fresh, lively arm from this young man. Cooper Scott, a freshman for the Panthers this year. Just a bit low. I think he wanted Hall to chase, but Hall said nothing doing, sir. So we'll go to a 2-2 count. Even it up. And just a bit outside. 3-2 now your count. And I would say Stanley will be moving on this pitch with 2 outs for the Wildcats. And that'll be strikeout number 2 on the night for Cooper Scott as he takes care of business and ends the inning as there are no runs on 1 hit that inning for the Wildcats. Again, we'll be right back with more action here in the 59th District. You're watching APSN Sports and the G Sports Network.
Back pain, stiff neck, or everyday aches that keep you from living the life you love. At Hall Chiropractic, we provide gentle, personalized care to help you move better, feel better, and live better. Whether it's pain relief, better mobility, or overall wellness, our team is here for you. Don't wait. Call Hall Chiropractic today and get back to what matters most. Hall Chiropractic. Your health, your life, aligned. When you build a home, you're building more than walls. You're building a foundation for your future. At Solid Rock Development, strength, craftsmanship, and honesty are at the heart of every project. From the first blueprint to the final nail, we build homes meant to last. Homes built on solid ground. Solid Rock Development. Strong foundations. Stronger futures.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School, where we are in the top half of the 5th inning. Pikeville leads 14-1, and you got to think the lights are getting ready to come on. Again, sun's gone over the mountains. It's just a beautiful evening here at the Shelby Valley Sports Complex. Again, soccer going on behind us, softball going on up at the softball field over on the other side of Valley Elementary. Just what more could you ask for from a sports fan tonight? Just lots of action and lots of things going on for all of these student athletes here at Shelby Valley High School. So, again, kudos to the administrators here, Greg Napier, Durwood Ratliff, and the athletic director here at Shelby Valley as well. And so thank you again for tuning in. We're going to watch the action here for just a few more minutes and see what happens. We've got beginning the inning for Pikeville, number 27, Zach McCoy, leading the way. Again, Evan Bell in the pitch for the Shelby Valley Wildcats. Looks like the Wildcats are getting ready for action And Evan Bell looks like he's set on the mound. We're going to have Zach McCoy. Oh, correction. Zach McCoy is warming up over there. So we've got a pinch hitter right here. So let's see who that is. That's number 20 for the Panthers. That's Jacob Lucas. Number 20, Jacob Lucas, substituted in right here for Zach McCoy as he steps to the plate in the 2-hole. Looks like that one just got a little inside. So Evan Bell goes for a ball right there. Looks like 2-0 now the count. Evan Bell's come in and done a nice job for the Wildcats in a tight spot. Looks like 3-0 now your count. As Jacob Lucas has come in to pinch hit for number 27, Zach McCoy. There's the first strike of the at-bat. 3-1 now your count. Strike two, full count. So you got to think Jacob Lucas is going to be looking to swing away right here if it's close. Swing and a foul back to the screen. So we'll do it all over again right here. Evan Bell set. And strike three right there. Catches him looking for Evans' first strikeout of the evening. That'll be out number one in the top half of the fifth inning as number 10, Gage Brigette, strolls to the plate for the Pikeville Panthers. Great season. Good night tonight for Gage Brigette as well. Able to hold off right there for ball one. Just outside for ball number two. Again, Gage Brigette having a monster year for the Pikeville Panthers, hitting over 600 for the year already. And that's just extended after tonight. Really, really nice plate appearances tonight. 3-0 your count. And 4-0, so that's ball four. Again, felt like they were pitching around Brigette there just a little bit, which, again, who can blame them? If he's hitting 600, probably don't want to pitch to that guy. Next up, Bash Ryan up to the plate for the Panthers. Looks like we've got a pinch runner right here. See who it is. Number 6 for the Panthers. Number 6. We're going to do our best to find that freshman, Isaiah Coleman for Pikeville. On to pinch run for Brigette. All right, Bash Ryan up for the Panthers right here. One out. Runner on first for Pikeville. Coleman is able to dive back as Bell is able to execute the pickoff move, but just not able to get the out. So Bash Ryan steps in. just a bit low, able to corral it. Stanley, the catcher for Shelby Valley, 1-0. Now your count. Looks like a high fly ball. Stanley's underneath of it, not able to make the play. So life extended for Bash Ryan. 1-1 now your count. Again, Stanley did everything right there except just find the ball just in enough time to be able to get underneath of it. Again, Bash Ryan, let's see if he can take advantage right here. Strike 2, just on the outside corner. 1-2 now your count. Coach Simpkins doing a good job over there of keeping his team up. Bell with another one low in the dirt. Again, good pitch right there on a 1-2 count. You want to see if that hitter will be undisciplined and maybe chase a little, but Bash, being a senior, wasn't biting. Swing and a long fly ball down the left field line. That ball went out, but just foul. Again, good swing right there from Bash Ryan, who has had no home runs on the season, but that would have been his first if he could have just kept it fair. Another ball outside and in the dirt. 3-2 now your count. Bell set to deal. Coleman with the ability to get back to first base right there. First baseman held the tag, but again, Coleman quick enough to get back. Bash Ryan in the box for the Panthers. Looks like that one was just outside, and so Bash was disciplined enough to make it all the way back from a 1-2 count and register the walk for the Panthers. So runners now on first and second. We've got a visit to the mound from Coach Welch. So looks like he's bringing in another pitcher. So we'll take a quick break. You're watching APSN and the G Sports Network.
At Shelby Valley Diner, every bite is made to satisfy. Crispy, saucy wings, made just the way you like them. And don't miss our daily specials, fresh and delicious, giving you something new to love every single day. Pizza, wings, and specials you can't resist. Only at the Shelby Valley Diner. Shelby Valley Diner, where flavor meets family. So come hungry, leave happy.
When you build a home, you're building more than walls. You're building a foundation for your future. At Solid Rock Development, strength, craftsmanship, and honesty are at the heart of every project. From the first blueprint to the final nail, we build homes meant to last. Homes built on solid ground. Solid Rock Development. Strong foundations. Stronger futures.
Welcome back, and we've had another pitching change for the Shelby Valley Wildcats. Looks like number 34, the third baseman, enters the game to pitch these last few innings for the Wildcats. That is Colton Barney entering the game for the Wildcats. Again, Colton has pitched for a long time here at Shelby Valley. He's played since 7th grade and pitched pretty much every year. So, again, Colton enters the game for Shelby Valley to finish this one out. And so we'll see if he can have a little bit more success than the previous two. Again, those of you all that are watching, let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know where you're from. Let us know a specific player that you may want to give a shout out to. We'd love to hear from you. So again, we want this broadcast to be interactive. So we'd love nothing more than to just for you to give us a shout out right here. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Those of you all that know, you can be watching this on your big screen, on your couch, on YouTube, on the Appalachian Prep Sports Network. Colton comes in and strike one right there. So pays dividends for Coach Welch right off the bat. Looks like number 8, Grant Tomlinson, up for the Panthers. Just outside, so 1-1 now the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. Strike 3 right there. And so with runners going to second and third after the strikeout, again, there is an out already recorded. And that'll be the third out of the inning as Isaiah Coleman can't make it back to second base. So again, Colton Vartney comes in, records 2 quick outs for Shelby Valley. They'll be up in the bottom half of the 5th, and we'll be right back here on the Appalachian Prep Sports Network and the G Sports Network.
At Shelby Valley Diner, every bite is made to satisfy. Crispy, saucy wings, made just the way you like them. And don't miss our daily specials, fresh and delicious, giving you something new to love every single day. Pizza, wings, and specials you can't resist. Only at the Shelby Valley Diner. Shelby Valley Diner, where flavor meets family. So come hungry, leave happy.
In Eastern Kentucky, your smile deserves complete care. At Elkhorn Dental, Dr. James Justice and his team provide complete family and cosmetic dentistry all under one roof. From braces and clear aligners to implants, crowns, and bridges, we help you smile with confidence. Need dentures or a snap-on smile? Our experienced hygienists and caring staff are here for you. Elkhorn Dental. Complete care. Beautiful smiles.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley as we have reached the bottom part of the 5th inning. We have a pitching change for the Panthers. Number 27, Zach McCoy, has entered the ballgame after Cooper Scott had a quick bottom of the 4th inning for the Pikeville Panthers. So I believe the ninth hitter will be up for Shelby Valley. And I don't have a number, but I think it may be. Still trying to get that number, 24. Don't have a number 24 on their roster, so again, we'll ask for some help from our Facebook friends and family. And if you know who number 24 on Shelby Valley is, just shout it out. So Zach McCoy enters the game to pitch for Pikeville as they enter with a big lead, 14-1 to start this bottom half of the 5th inning. Just a little elevated right there, so ball 1. Ball 2, same spot. Ball 3 in the dirt, so 3-0 your count as Zach McCoy has entered the ball game to pitch for Pikeville, having a little bit of difficulty to begin. And he's able to find a strike right there. 3-1 now your count. Upstairs again, so that'll be a walk for the 9th hitter for Shelby Valley, number 24. Next up, top of the lineup, Dalton Newsom back up for the Wildcats. Swing and a foul right there for Newsom. Strike 1. And McCoy with the pickoff move right there. Not able to get the pickoff. Getting set to deal. Strike 2, just on the corner. 0-2 now the count as McCoy looks to be settling in. And there's strike 3, so there's a strikeout for McCoy as he records the first out of the bottom half of this 5th inning for the Pikeville Panthers. Next up for Shelby Valley, number 34, the pitcher, Colton Varney. Pick move back to the first base side. 24 makes it back. Zach McCoy with a 0-0 count. Looks like strike 1, and McCoy has recorded 4 straight strikes. Just a little bit outside right there. Again, if everything holds, which it feels like it's going to, looks like Shelby Valley will move to 3 and 10 on the season, and Pikeville will move to 10 and 6 on the season. So again, Zach McCoy set to deal. 2-1 is the count. Strike 2 for Varney. Two and 2, 1 out in this bottom half of the 5th inning. Pick play from the catcher. Nothing doing. Good throw right there by Caden Cole, but full count nonetheless, as Colton Varney has worked his way back into a full count. See how he can handle this payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 2 on the inning for Zach McCoy. Bryce Bentley now up for the Wildcats. He delivered the hit that led to Shelby Valley's only run in this ball game. It's a long double. Ball gets away from first baseman, but is able to get right back to the second baseman, Tate Walters. He hops right on it, and he's able to keep the runner there at first base. Just inside. 1-0 now the count. Swing and a long fly ball down the right field line, but just foul. Good swing right there from Bentley. Bentley, from a long family tradition of great baseball players here at Shelby Valley. His brother Brady had an excellent career here, playing at U-Pike right now. Doing a really good job up there as well. Bryce, again, going to join him next year, be a part of the Bear family. Swing and fouled back. 2-2 now the count. Zach McCoy's done a really nice job for the Panthers in a spot he's not normally in. He's normally on the other side. He's on the receiving side as the starting catcher for the Pikeville Panthers. But tonight he's done a great job playing a nice third base and coming in and getting some good throws in at the pitcher's mound. Swing and a miss, and that will be the ball game as the Pikeville Panthers come out victorious. 14-1 your final score here from Shelby Valley. Again, Pikeville leading the way 14-1, and again, just a really good effort from 3 pitchers for Pikeville tonight. Had Grayson Reed with the win, and then 2 good innings, one from Cooper Scott and one from Zach McCoy. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to end our broadcast. You're watching APSN and the G Sports Network.
At Valley Discount Pharmacy, we're more than just prescriptions. We're your neighbors. Whether you need affordable medications, expert advice, or just a friendly face, we're here for you every step of the way. Fast service, trusted care, and prices that won't break the bank. Valley Discount Pharmacy, local, reliable, affordable.
Welcome back. Final score here at Shelby Valley, Pikeville 14, Shelby Valley 1. And again, it was a pretty dominant performance by the Pikeville Panthers tonight. as they hit together as a family. Shelby Valley, again, they, after this loss, go to 3-10 on the season. On the other side, 10-6 for the Pikeville Panthers as they come off of a 3-game losing streak to win a big district matchup. Again, we have enjoyed our broadcast tonight here at APSN and the G Sports Network. Thank you for coming along with us. And again, we'll see you real soon. We'll be back on the air on Thursday night. But until then, have a great night and God bless.